Guys, welcome to the Dragon Drive News for Saturday, December 2nd. I cannot believe we are already here. This is absolutely insane. This episode is presented by Summit Racing. Guys, we cannot thank them enough for coming on board. But listen, I want you to stop right now. I want you to jump over. I want you to go to sickthemag.com, sickthemagazine.com, sign up for Six Summer. Guys, registration opened 1 minute ago to the public. Make sure you are doing that. I'm already getting messages about folks that are signed up for the event. So that's exciting. While I play this here, I'm going to give you time to jump over, give you about a minute here. Jump over, find that episode or find that link, sign up for the event. Let's see you there. All right, guys. So I'm back. This is a different scene for you guys. I am here by myself today, so it's going to be kind of interesting. I'm sure Eric is hopefully watching from wherever he's holed up at. I think he is doing some family things. Well, I know he's doing some family things this weekend, so hopefully he can catch a few minutes of the show, and hopefully I give at least 80% of the show that you guys are used to. Well, if you don't know, my name is Mike Narks. I am the host of the Dragon Drive News that you're watching now and the show that you watch on Wednesday nights. I'm a Dragon Drive promoter, host, announcer, and statistician. That's what I've been working on for the last 3 weeks. Hardcore every day, several hours a day, is trying to get all of these lists together presented by Summit Racing, trying to get everything together for you guys that are at home that want to see it on drag-in-drive.com. You can see all of the racer lists. There are a few that are not updated, so those are coming, I promise. But I'm going to tell you, the show today is going to be a little bit shorter than normal. I'm going to blast through some things. We won't have the back and forth between Eric and I because my daughter, my youngest daughter, has a her first gymnastics competition today, and we have to leave right at 10 o'clock. And I still got to get in and get dressed and all that kind of stuff. Because what you don't see from here down is I'm in my sleep shorts. So, all right, let's get to this thing today, guys. I want to tell you this is going to be loaded up on the podcast site as well. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I've been doing the last few. I've been rotating right after the next day, so they should be up on that, keeping everybody on the podcast listening side up to date. And I want to say thank you to all you guys over there. And guys, we want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank our race car friends. Thank you for doing what you do and being out here making this possible for us. You guys, with your likes and shares and comments, make it all possible. The comments will be a little different today on this episode because I have to keep the notes up. I have to keep the slides going. So I may not show as many comments as Eric typically does, but just know I'll see them and I'll read every one of them. Guys, thank you to our sponsors, Summit Racing, Molly Motorsports, Howard's Cams, Sweet Patina, and Racing Junk. Guys, we're going to go hang out with all those guys next week. Actually, on Thursday. We're going to see them all Thursday, this coming Thursday at PRI 2023. I'm so excited about that. Guys, again, I hope you get signed up for Six Summer. It's going to be a ton of fun. Same tracks as last year, so we should have some pretty good route stop ideas. I know they are stopping at new route stops and they're going a different direction. So that'll be kind of fun. I'm already getting messages from folks that are out there that are telling me they're already registered, like Brandon Parker a few minutes ago saying he was registered and everything like that. So, guys, next event is obviously PRI. I know we've talked about it a lot, but listen, I want you to understand this is a huge investment from us to do this. Not only do I feel it's going to be worth it to reward all the racers, but I think it's going to be so cool to introduce so many more people to the Dragon Drive community. You know, there's Travis Wise, Red Hat Scotty, Steven Narks, Adam Green, and not Red Hat Scotty. um, Colt Beck is coming to hang out in the booth, to work the booth while we are away talking to, potential sponsors and doing our meet and greets during the week. So if you haven't seen our meet and greets, we have all of that on last week's show. And also they are set up as Facebook events on our Facebook page. So you can follow along with that, making sure that you see all that. But for you guys that are at home, Our plan is to live stream every meet and greet, at least the beginning part of it. And then we will obviously be live streaming the award show December 7th, 11 a.m. Sorry, 11 a.m. room Indianapolis Convention Center, 209. I think that's on the second floor in the Green Hall. Guys, if you are going to PRI, please be here. If you know someone that is going to PRI, tell them to be at this show. We need as much support as we can, and we need the attention that this is going to grab after the award show that leads into the PRI floor and everything like that. So that's why we did it on Thursday. We wanted as much attention as could be brought to this event as possible, because after it happens, people will be talking about it all weekend is our goal. Obviously, we're going to award the Drag and Drive World Champion at that event. We've got a list. This is the list of like 30 different trophies that we're giving. That's the stack of boxes of the awards behind there that Travis Wise at Revved Up Laser Works did for us. I can't believe it. They're amazing. Excuse me. Wait till you guys see these things in person. It's absolutely crazy. So let's go back here. I put these out of order. The first 100 folks that stop at the booth every morning, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, are going to get one of these PRI only Race Car Friends decals. Guys, these may not seem really cool right now, but I'm telling you, in 5 years, when you have one of these from 5 years, it's going to be really cool. So we're going to do something special for that, like every year that we go. I think after we see what this booth can do for us, we're going to have one every year. Plus, we have to have one to do the awards show anyways. And we know that's going to keep happening. So I'm excited to see what's going to come from this entire event. It should be absolutely insane to be at PRI 2023. So if you haven't done it yet, please find us while you're there. Booth 4746 in the Yellow Hall. And guys, we're obviously going to drag Bryant Goldstone and Brian Robbins and Rob Sanders isn't coming. So we're going to drag Brian Robbins and Bryant Goldstone around the entire show floor. And anytime they come by the booth, we're going to try and embarrass the crap out of them and talk about how they are the Drag and Drive World Champion, first ever Drag and Drive World Champion. It's absolutely crazy. All right, let's check some comments real quick. This is probably going to be our format here. I see some folks checking in. All right, we got Rich Keto. Won't make it to 6 summer. Got a plant turning around again. Hey, we understand, dude. Thank you for all the other stuff you do. We've got a special award for you at the event as well, or during the award show. We've got that. We got somebody here, Facebook user saying they're registered. See you at PRI. For the Facebook users, that is someone in our Drag and Drive Addicts group. And if you scroll down to the bottom of the description, you can hit the link and it will allow StreamYard to use your name. So Trevor Brandon here saying he can't wait. We got Brian Narks. Guys, I'll tell you a secret story. If you ever see someone with the last name Narks and it's spelled the same way, we are related. That's exactly right. There's only about 30 of us in the world that I can find. Hayden Hall, you got to get one of those stickers. Dude, I'm telling you, I think we're going to skip the kickoff breakfast and actually hang out at the booth that morning to try and hand out those and talk to some folks and get some selfies before the absolute craziness drops. All right. You got 815. Yep. Says, this is Eric right here. Says, what's up? Sorry for missing the show. On the road now. Just dropping in to say hi. So or just dropping in to listen. But my camera covers up where he's talking about. All right, guys, let's move on to the next little bit here. Drag and Drive is, again, growing. We've got 25 events on the schedule now, up from 24 as of Thursday. 4 events dropped their dates and tracks on Thursday. We knew tracks for some, but we now know dates and schedules and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go over them real quick. This is going to be crazy. This season, get ready. It's going to be wild. All right. So obviously I'm going to update this list after we get back from the gymnastics meet. So we have Rocky Mountain Race Week 1.0 has released their dates June 23rd through June 28th. Registration is going to open up on February 16th for returning racers and February 17th for the public. It's going to begin at Tulsa Raceway Park. They've been through this area before, so this is one of the first times that they're coming back. They were here in 2018, and they raced at Ozark Raceway Park and Tulsa, and so they're coming back to the area, which is awesome. But they've added Mocan Dragway, and guys, you know I love Mocan. I love that they're going to be hosting, or they're going to have these guys come through, going to have all these, because I'm going to be on this event. I'm going to be obviously following along with media. So it's Tulsa Raceway Park, Texas Motorplex, Thunder Valley, Mocan, and back to Tulsa. I will tell you, I looked up Thunder Valley to Mocan, and it's like 280 something miles. So it's going to be a very, very hard day. So maybe your plan is to get a pass early and get on the road. So dates again, June 23rd through 28th. Registration for returning racers February 16th and new racers February 17th. We haven't heard what this means for 2.0 because typically those tracks are reserved for 2.0. So we're going to see what happens. Maybe we'll have both events here in the area. I don't know. It's going to be kind of awesome. This next season is going to be wild here. We got Midwest Drags has released their dates. 2024, they are returning to the Midwest. They are coming back Kentucky Dragway in Clay City, Kentucky. They'll go from there to Beach Bend Raceway, then north to Edgewater Motorsports Park, which hosted the event in 2022, which is amazing. That track is so cool. And then they're actually stopping at some of our race car friends, Hargett Automotive and Performance, and 10 Soldiers Race Cars, which are longtime drag and drive racers as well. So it's really cool to see them getting to stop there. Now, based on what I'm seeing, if the route follows what I think, one of those days could be over 350 miles. So this could be a pretty wild event. It's either going to do that or it's going to make like a figure eight to make the loop for the route stops and tracks and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Dates are July 8th through 12th. We don't have registration out. We don't have a registration date yet, but this event should be a way to get in pretty easy here. This for the returning racers, Mickey Thompson Tire. For the racers that won last year, won their classes, they get free entry into 2024 for Midwest Drag. So it's really cool that they're coming back to the Midwest, and they're going to have July 10th should be perfect for some racing. A regional event that Eric attended last year is now on the board. We didn't have any dates, or we knew the dates for Midwest Drags, but we did not know the dates for Nostalgia Nights. We assumed it was going to come back, but didn't know for sure. But it is official. They are back. Another weekend trip, also in the Midwest. This year, the host track is Wabash Valley Dragway in Terre Haute, Indiana, which is awesome. That's where Jesse Fox of 3G Video, that's where he lives. So it's going to be kind of cool. He's going to be there. I know he's going to be there. He covers 15 of these events a year. So he's going to be there. They'll make their way back to Muncie Dragway, which is really cool. And then this event is scheduled for Thursday through Saturday, and they race in the evening. So I like the evening racing format. And I like that it's Thursday through Saturday because that gives people that have a little longer drive home, they can actually be home on Sunday instead of being home on Monday or having to leave immediately Sunday night after an event award show and drive all night to get home and work on Monday. So pretty cool setup there. It's one of the only regional events that does Thursday through Saturday. So pretty cool. Dates on this are August 15th through 17th. And again, registration coming soon. So don't have anything on that, but they just released the dates and tracks yesterday. So be excited about that. And then one of the most anticipated events of the year, 666 is coming to Route 66. And guys, Ozark Raceway Park is the kickoff. They're hitting Mocan. So that's 3 tracks for Mocan Dragway this year for drag and drive events. I love it. We have the circuit in April. We have June for Rocky Mountain Race Week. And now we have 666 hitting Mocan. I love it. They're going to be in October. The dates for this are October 11th through 18th. This is a little different setup because they're only going one way. So I don't know how they're going to handle Ozark to, or like what you're going to do as a racer from Ozark to Albuquerque or Alien City Dragway. Are you going to make the loop? Are you going to have somebody follow behind in your truck and trailer 2 days later? Because obviously you can't have, we don't want to have like a support vehicle there with you along the route. So it's going to be kind of cool. This is a 1,000-mile trip. Again, this is this is one time only. They did this with Death Week where they just run Death Week for a week, and then they go to a different part of the country for a week-long event, or like in this case, 9 days. So it should be pretty cool. Again, this one's hitting Ozark Raceway Park, Mocan, Tulsa Raceway Park, Amarillo Dragway, and then they were talking about they can't decide if they want to do Alien City, or they're working out scheduling, not can't decide. They're working out scheduling for Alien City Dragway or Albuquerque Dragway to be the end location. So those two could flip. So don't make any reservations yet or anything like that. And then we don't have registration dates for this yet, but there is an expression of interest form that is open on sickthemagazine.com. this trip's going to be crazy. I don't know what the plan is for us. I know I definitely want to cover. I want to cover all of it. I just don't know how scheduling will fit if I can cover the entire thing. But I'm definitely doing Ozark, Mocan, Tulsa, and Amarillo. That's definitely on the route. I think this will be really cool. There are some amazing spots. I wrote an article the other day that has some potential route stops within it on the dragondrive.com website. If you go there and hit the news button on the top, you can see what all is going on there. So should be pretty cool. I'm telling you, this event's going to be nuts. Gonna be nuts. All right. Talk about Molly Motorsports all the time, guys. They are part of our they're part of our family, really. I mean, Eric Grillo gave us a huge tour the other day. I want to say thank you to him and thank you to them for all they've done for us. I want to play an ad for them real quick, and then we're going to hit some comments and see what's going on.
Molly Motorsports is the official piston of DragonDrive.com. Molly's Power Pack piston is the perfect candidate for your drag and drive car. Molly Motorsports competes in drag and drive events and supports our community. Project manager Eric Grillo raced a 10-second stick shift Nova at Hot Rod Drag Week 2022. He's also competed in Rocky Mountain Race Week last year with his C10 truck. Visit mollymotorsports.com for the most recent line of products.
Yeah, and so we're redoing that. I'm rewriting the script for that to be recorded because Eric Grillo actually raced his stick shift Nova in 3 events in 2023. So I think that's pretty good to talk about. Got Jay Blanchard in here saying good morning. See you on Thursday. I'm so excited about that. We got Sport About going in here saying morning, guys. We've got Danny Fatkin here, man. Him and I were messaging last night talking about hotels and things like that. He's actually coming to PRI as well. And then Carl Steamy says, jelly of anyone that can pull off more than one of these a year. I'm telling you, it's wild, man. I love it. And then Nostalgia Nights was a blast last year from Canaan Hall. I'm sure they're returning to that as well. And Lawrence Arnold asking, will Nostalgia Nights be 8th Mile again? Yes, I would certainly assume so. And then the Speed Mini says 666, too cool. I'm really excited about hitting the Route 66, all that direction. And then Jay Blanchard here saying, rumors that Drag Week is in the Midwest again. That's one of the first times I've heard that. Actually, the first time I've heard that. So maybe I can sneak some information from Jay and see if he can give us some kind of idea. Maybe we can talk about that on Wednesday night's show as we lead into PRI, which is kind of our goal. We'll be on site. We're arriving that morning with Eric arriving later that day. So we should be able to go live right from the hall. That's kind of the cross fingers hopeful thing. And then Sport About here is talking about 666 is going to be epic. That is for sure. So again, guys, PRI is going to be absolutely insane. I'm so ready. All right, moving on. Sweet Patina, built for Drag and Drive, guys. You know the deal. Sweet Patina believes cars should be driven. That's why they create the products they do to help keep your car looking right. And I'm gonna give you guys some pictures on next week's episode. But they've driven this 57 Bel Air wagon. Let me flip over to this here. To 48 states. All 48 states this car has been to. It's got a 6.0 4L80. Gets driven 10 to 20,000 miles a year on their way to shows and stuff. You can see it actually has a rooftop tent on it. That's one of the coolest things. That's one of the reasons I feel like they fit us so well. And guys, they give us a discount code DND57 for 10% off. Here's the thing though. They're taking 2 weeks because they have had a record year. So they're taking 2 weeks off for a Christmas vacation and break, spend time with some family. They are not shipping orders after December 18th. So if you have someone special that you are looking for product for, you need to order it ASAP. Don't wait till the 17th to start ordering some stuff from them. Sweetpatina.com for all their products. You can also get the products at summitracing.com, but you won't get the discount at Summit. You will get it at sweetpatina.com. And I know they would love to, for some folks to use that. I know guys are ordering stuff, but just please remember DND57 discount code on that. They've got all kinds of really cool stuff. Once you get on there, you'll see that, we talk about the banners and the shirts and the stickers and things like that all the time, but they really have a ton of car care products and the TKO hand cleaning wipes, which are on the floor inside the house now, because I want to make sure I take them to PRI so I can show you guys in person how great those things are. So our feature this week is Andy Starr of Star Performance and Consulting. Y'all, this car is one of my favorite drag and drive cars. 56 Bel Air, big block, Hilborn injection, stick shift, big tire car. This thing is absolutely a blast to watch. It has all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, he worked for a long time as a sorry, I'm trying to I actually did not have the link pulled up here or the video pulled up here. He worked for a long time for EFI manufacturers in the tuning and basically build out of that stuff of all the background things. And he is oh, hold on. Can't do that yet. He he's been on the show before and actually talked to us about a lot of that in detail about your cooling system and how to properly set it up, and then also how to tune around for driving compared to racing. So that episode is November 22nd, 2022. Guys, you got to jump on to the news. We also do a 2-hour standalone video that really dives deep into the tuning window that you can take to make the car live a lot better on the road. And then he also is on episode 16 of the Clutch Burners podcast for 2 hours. And I had to watch it twice because the level of knowledge in it blew my mind. I didn't understand at least 2/3 of the stuff he was talking about. So please jump over and watch that. All right, let's get into this here. This is the Built for Drag and Drive featuring Andy Starr.
Y'all, I ran into Andy Starr out here. Tell us, what are you working on? What do you got going on here?
I put my engine oil cooler back on. Remember talking about oil coolers, that one talk?
Yeah.
You know, I took it off last night trying to save some time. So we just had to drive, 25 miles?
Yeah.
And I started to bake at 220 degrees of oil temperature, just from that short little drive at, 65 degrees this morning? So this thing knocks 25 degrees out of it in most instances and saves the oil. So it's worth the effort, absolutely worth the effort, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I think I got a pass earlier, but I don't remember what you ran.
So I went 970 yesterday, and today 965. Hey. I'm trying a new tire. It's a bigger tire, and just wants me to keep throwing more stuff at it. So we went from 4,600 RPM to about 5,000 RPM. And it took every ounce of that. So I'm gonna take some timing out of it or timing retard out of it and let her eat tomorrow.
That's awesome. Well, good luck to you. You getting changed over and everything? You getting better to get on the road?
Yeah, we're getting ready on the road. I heard it's a long trip today.
Nice. But one thing I do have to ask you about, tell us about the Haro. There's a lot of vintage BMX dudes in Drag and Drive. So tell us about the Haro.
All right, so I'm a poser. It's not my bicycle. A buddy of mine gave it to me. He found it. He was like, no one will steal this piece of crap. You can take it to the track with you so no one will steal it. So I have to say, out of my league, man, out of my league.
That's awesome. Well, I'll tell you, there's some folks at home that were drooling over. All my race car friends in the Facebook group, they were like, we got to find out about that. So we're all going to go back and find our high school or junior high bikes and rebuild those.
I hate to disappoint. I was a 10-speed guy. I was a road bike guy.
That's all right. We won't hold it against you because maybe that led you to this, you know.
That's right. That's
so
right.
all the BMX guys are auto guys now. All the guys that had 10 they're guys rolling gears. All right. Good luck to you. Thanks, you.
Michael. Pleasure.
See you. Now listen, we're standing over there behind and we're talking about fun stuff. And you tell me what happened to you last night. Yeah, lead us in. Tell us the story. How did you know what happened, and then how did you fix it?
So you got to run the lash every night, and I've had rocker arm issues, primarily my own fault. But long story short is you still are going to have rocker arm issues. I have a steel rocker arm on it, and I go to adjust the lash, and the lash is a little loose. So I pull it apart, and you can see the actual shaft for the roller has started to wear away. It picks up a couple 3,000 lash. Now, I have enough experience to know I have to check that rocker arm. And I also have enough experience now to know that I got to bring rocker arm bearing replacements. So I have a little arbor press that a buddy of mine got from Harbor Freight, didn't need anymore. And it's in the back of the trailer. Press the old bearings out, brought my spare parts, pressed new bearings in, new shaft, throw it on, and it's good to go.
That's awesome. Now, was that a hotel parking lot or roadside?
Oh, gosh, thank God it was a hotel parking lot, yeah. So, yeah, sure, absolutely. So I kind of know the failure modes with this car finally, so I can be prepared and bring stuff that I know is going to be an issue constantly with the car. So.
How cool, man. Okay, I'm leaving now, I promise.
Awesome, man. I love that dude. He is so cool. And guys, just look at the stack. Like, look at that stack. Like, that is him and Josh Norris cruising together is one of the coolest things you'll ever see. I'm telling you. I was showing some comments there as we went through, but I do want to call out some folks. Um, yeah, Rich Keto says, love the little arbor press. That's actually what we used to put the trunnion kit in the old truck rockers. It's perfect. It's cheap. It's perfect. You can generally get them for free from your friends and stuff. I want to say hi to Brian Basone. Y'all, this is awesome. We'll definitely talk to PowerTube TV while we are at PRI because we would love to expand the Drag and Drive Addiction universe for sure. So Andrew Nelson, I saw in here saying good morning. Good morning to you, sir. He sent me a message a few minutes ago saying that they got into Six Summer. Y'all, I can't wait to see them again. You know, the Nelsons are one of my favorite folks. If you don't watch Nivlak 57 on YouTube, you absolutely have to. They're doing some amazing things with everything they touch. They do Turbo LS. I think they've done an LT engine setup. They also work on a lot of the 4200 Atlas stuff. That's kind of what, you know, rocketed them into viral fame for sure. They are some of the coolest dudes that are out there. So I'm glad to see him in here this morning. All right, let's jump back into this, guys. I want to talk about Andy Starr's car real quick. Big block, stick shift. We talked about all that, guys. He's competed in 4 hot rod drag weeks and at least 1 Midwest drags, maybe 2. I was trying to pull up my data, but it looks like I'm missing data from 1 year on my main sheet, and has finished 4 of those 5. Now, you guys know stick shift stuff, and finishing 4 of 5 is a big deal. So, congratulations to Andy. I can't wait to see him out there. And, guys, this is a 9-second stick shift car, 950s, like you said in the video there. I apologize if I'm breaking up. The audio should be good, but the video may not be as great on my end. So, I may be glitching. So, how about I do this right here? Let's see. Let me pull. Now there should be a way. Hey, nope. How about we do? There we go. Now we're talking. That way you guys can keep up with the good stuff. Again, guys, thank you so much to Sweet Patina for providing us the way to do this. They were the first folks to come on board. They were the ones that really popped our cherry, I would say. They're amazing, and they have all kinds of products for you guys, and they give us a discount code DND57 at sweetpatina.com. I see Brian here saying, make sure you stop by PRI booth 7178. I think that is in the Green Hall. It is definitely on my my app to show, making sure that I have all the locations that I want to visit while I'm there at PRI. So cool. Andrew Nelson is saying the audio and video is good. That's great news. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm going to bring myself back on the screen then. Here we go. All right, let's move on, guys. Howard's Cams has been amazing. Luke B and the team over there are awesome. We have a meet and greet with them at their booth at 3 p.m. on Thursday, in that booth for probably 30 or 45 minutes, maybe an hour, talking to you guys as you walk by. It's really going to be, like I said on Wednesday night, a heckle session. We're going to be talking to Drag and Drive racers or any racer that wants to know about Drag and Drive while we will be there. So we are going to be in booth 4746 in the yellow hall, which is kind of I don't know, the right north side, kind of over by the tool section, the tool area. We're going to be over there all weekend. We've got a whole schedule that I'll be posting up on, well, probably tomorrow, really, to show when Eric and I are going to be at the booth and when we'll be, you know, at our meet and greet and stuff like that, in an easy way that you can actually save on your phone in a simple picture. So, yeah, 4746 in the yellow hall. That is our booth number, guys. Drag and Drive Addiction, that's right, has a booth this year. We have spent a lot of money that we I hope this is going to be good. Please come by and see us. Please come by, take some selfies. Let's have some fun. Come by early in the morning, get these decals, guys. Be one of the only folks. There's 330 of these decals. Be one of the only people in the world to have one. So, yep, 4746 Yellow Hall. That's right. Thank you very much for writing that out. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Howard's Cams is awesome. We are actually working on a cam kit for Stevens MG as of right now, which we call Project Adam Ant, which is the 70 MG midget with a 2.3 liter Lima from like an 80s SVO Mustang. And then we're also talking about, I know this is sacrilege, but I'm talking about going back to maybe like a stock 5.3 and 4L60 setup in the old truck and removing my turbo 4.8, 4L80 and putting it into something more race car oriented and lighter weight, because I want to start driving the old truck a lot. And to do that, I just don't want the hassle and worry of driving, with the turbo and stuff like that. So we're talking about through all that because I would be pulling a little trailer. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Let's move on. The Howard's Cam segment is really about comedy and entertainment from the week and just finding fun stuff. So I reached out to some friends, and these memes are from Boo Quamso, Jonathan Stone Cipher, Jason Hurley, Travis Wise sent a couple of them, and then I pulled a couple from a Facebook page called Car Memes. So I thought that was kind of fun. I was doing this a little bit last minute. This is a segment that Eric typically handles, and guys, I want to say thank you for hanging out with me all morning as I've worked through doing this by myself for the first time in about a year. So I want to just say thank you to Eric for being part of this for so long, because it really has. This morning has shown me how much he works and helps me do this. So Howard's Cam, people with slow cars immediately. That's a pro mod, not a street car, when it is faster than theirs. Obviously, this happens a lot in the drag and drive community, and yeah, that's a pro mod, especially if it's got a tubular front end. Streetcar shootouts, race cars trying to get in. Let me in at the gate. Yes, this is awesome. This is an actual photo of a photo shoot of me and my daughters and wife from about 3 years ago. And I mean, obviously, I said something that was hilarious because they're all laughing, and my oldest daughter there is about to fall off the back of this bridge we're sitting on. But this is from a whole collection of memes that Jonathan Stone Cipher made, because him and I were racing his Malibu against my old truck, and he absolutely destroyed me. So this is from that morning. Daddy, did you really just say you're gonna beat John's Malibu? And then it's a big laugh. Perfect timing, perfect picture to pull this with as well. So this one came from Boo Quam. So when you take friends for a drive on 4 psi and they are shocked, and you're about to hit them with 20 on the way back, and it's Tom Cruise laughing on the couch, this is perfect because Boo drives a car that probably makes 1,800 horsepower. So at 4, it probably makes 800 or 1,000. And this says, be with someone that wants to help you build a powerful crossed out relationship, because who needs those? Race car. You have to have a good relationship to to have a good race car, I think, generally, if your priorities are right. And then these are obviously, so I'm going to stack 2 on 1. So it's Shaq sleeping. Let's go out drinking tonight. It's him asleep. Let's go to a rave. It's him asleep. Let's go to the club. It's Shaq asleep. Let's go for a drive and take gas station pictures of our cars at 3 a.m. and it's him awake, looking all dapper and fresh. So that's definitely us, guys. That's the drag and drive community to a T right there. And then it's Sonic the Hedgehog here standing saying, sorry, I don't use Tinder to meet girls the old way. Sorry, I don't use Tinder. I meet girls the old way, revving them until I scare them away. That's exactly, it's high school all over again. Early 20s, high school. That's the way it works, man. See if you can put it on the limiter. See if you can get her to look over and then wave. And then somebody sent me this one. It's a gear shift stuck down in the thing, and I put in there car guys at winter car meets. So this is what we're going to be looking like tomorrow morning, because we have Cars and Coffee in the morning. It's 37 degrees as the temp at about 10 a.m. So it's going to be pretty chilly in the morning. And then what I think is wrong with the used car as the top of the iceberg, and the bottom of the iceberg is what's actually wrong with it. That is 100% true. And this is really probably true for about 60% of the drag and drive cars as we're driving down the road. Oh, that lifter tap. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then it's here's another one. Me pulling up to my new job, after they asked me if I had a reliable mode of transportation. It's a BMW steaming out from underneath the hood because it overheated, because it blew another head gasket. All right, guys, that's the end of the show. I'm going to be cutting it really close to get inside, get everybody loaded up, and get on the way to our first gymnastics meet of 2023 season. I'm excited about this for my daughter. So we do this, and then, guys, we leave Tuesday night. We're leaving at like 8 p.m. after my daughter has a choir concert for school. So we're going to leave Tuesday night, drive all night to get to PRI. Thank you to Steven for offering up a car, because we're bringing a ton of shit with us. We've got a 8-foot wide by 5-foot tall banner that I picked up the other day from our friends at Capture Marketing. Y'all, this thing is going to be super cool. You can actually see what it is here in behind me. This is what's going to be behind us in the booth. So, guys, I want you to come by. I want to see selfies in front of this thing at PRI for the PRI pictures, okay? Please, if you're going to be there on Thursday, please come to the award show Thursday. at 11 a.m. Guys, we would love to see you there. This is a big deal for us. This is something that is completely new for the community. It's also completely new for us. I've never hosted an award show of this size. Obviously, I've hosted events for 10 years, more than 40 events. So an award show isn't new to me, but this is a big deal for us, and I've got a lot of anxiety around this, and just want to make sure that we do this right. We will be live streaming it for the folks that are at home. We will be live streaming this as well, so you can see it and see all the people that are getting trophies. Again, we're giving out almost 30 trophies, and we are going to be awarding the first ever Drag and Drive World Champion presented by Summit. Guys, I can't thank them enough for being a huge part of this. And lastly, guys, thank you so much for being our race car friends. We couldn't do this without you. If you haven't done it yet, please hit that share button. Let folks know you were watching this morning. I know I blew through a lot of stuff very fast, but again, I'm on a timetable, and Eric's not here to go back and forth with me. So thank you for what you do for us. We appreciate that. And guys, thank you so much to our sponsors, Summit Racing, Molly Motorsports, Howard's Cams, Sweet Patina, and Racing Junk. Guys, I hope we get to add to that list coming in to 2024. All right. Thank you so much. We'll be back Wednesday night. The plan is for 8 p.m. Eastern, live from somewhere within the PRI Hall. And I'll tell you, that'll be after we have the world champion trophy in our hands. So we'll debut that Wednesday night live on the show. Nobody has seen it. Nobody has seen pictures. Nobody has seen anything except for Eric and I and Summit. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm really excited to show you guys what this is. So thank you so much to Cold Hard Art for knocking that out for us. All right, guys. See you soon.